guys, so today we are in front of our local farmers market, and I've actually been wanting to take you on a tour of our farmers market for quite some time now, because it is kind of one of the most renowned ones in our area and in our province. We live in the Comox Valley on Vancouver Island, so we're at the Comox Valley Farmers Market right now. And this particular farmers market, the community where we live is a large farming community. There is a lot of focus on food, self-sufficiency and sustainability around here, and food security, and the farmers market where we live is a true reflection of that. A lot of focus on eating local, organic foods and being really self-sufficient within our own community food-wise. The difference too between this farmers market and other ones you might find around your area or our country or wherever you may live is that there's often some type of combination between farmed goods, whether that is produce or meats or whatnot, things that the farmer has grown, and then craft type items. Our farmers market is very specific about what you're able to sell here, so it has to be locally grown goods. It cannot be things that are imported and then made locally. It has to be actually grown within a specific radius around the farmers market. It has to be grown in the Comox Valley where we live, and that's something that's really unique to our area, and that I really appreciate, because that when you're going to the farmers market and purchasing things here, it is actually true local products that were grown in our area. So I've been wanting to take you on this tour. I'm going to invite you in just a sec here, but I also encourage you to check out Modern Homesteading magazine this month, because the focus, so if you're watching this in real time when this goes live, September 2020, our entire issue of Modern Homesteading magazine is focused on getting to know your farmer, getting acquainted with your local farmers market is one of the best ways to do that, of course, and really focusing on eating locally and supporting our local farmers, especially during this kind of time of uncertainty in the global pandemic that we're in at the moment, but far beyond that as well. So without further ado, I am going to put on my mask because, of course, we are out in public today. Want to stay safe, but I'm going to invite you in now. So come on into the Comox Valley Farmers Market. Okay, so you can see here, the nice thing about this is during this pandemic, everybody has adapted really well. It's very spread out. There used to be kind of booths in the middle as well. There was live music. It was very much a social affair as well as a market. And that is fantastic. And I really do hope we can get back to that at some point, because that part of it was great. And that is a great part of farmers markets. But what I did realize is that when this pandemic started, I'm actually going to take my mask off quickly because we don't have anybody around us right now. We're way more than 6 feet away from everybody, which is lovely. I'll put it on when we get moving around the booths. But when the pandemic started, there was a bit of an uproar about the market being open because it was seen as a social affair, a social event that people go to on Saturday mornings. And it actually took a little bit of convincing, even in our community that is very locally food-minded, to convince people that the farmers market really was an alternative to the grocery store, and it wasn't just a social event. Now I think that has been embraced by our community, and there's even more of a focus on supporting our local farmers, but just kind of something to think about, because I think it's easy to forget that the farmers market and our local farmers are a true viable alternative to grocery stores in a time when most of us want to be avoiding grocery stores as much as possible. And I don't know about you, but I would much rather shop here for what I need than battle people at Costco. That's just me. Let's go check it out. So this is Arzina Hamir. So this is one of our many local farmers, and Arzina is actually featured in this month's issue of Modern Homesteading magazine. So again, if you have not checked that out, I will leave a link below. Click on that and you can get a free copy if you're watching this as it is live here in September 2020. But Arzina is kind of a vital member anyway of our farming community. So you can read a lot more about her in the magazine, but just tell me a little bit. So you are here at the farmers market all the time. Like you're kind of a staple of our farmers market.
Thanks, yes.
Yeah. And so what have we got going right now? This time of year, what have we got? Like tons.
Amazing. Because the peppers and eggplants are now in season, so you've got some of those really rich vegetables. Still have lots of greens. We have our new planting of kale is come back with chard. Fennel, onions are now dried down, and then our wicked Susan Delafield garlic is ready to go. So yeah.
So a huge variety, just honestly, in what we can grow here and produce here. And I was saying that our farmers market is unique, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but in that everything actually has to be grown and produced locally in what's the radius? Where does it have to be?
Between Oyster River and Sunny Bay.
Right. So
it's a
very, very local.
Tight geographical region.
Yeah. And have you seen an uptick at all, or how has business kind of been during this weird pandemic?
It's been actually better than ever.
Has it?
People are really coming out to support local food, which is so fantastic. So we've had some of our best sales ever this summer. So yeah, thank you to everybody who's supporting your local farmer.
That is amazing. And at the start of this video, I had mentioned that there was a little bit of a pushback when we decided, or when you guys decided to keep operating the farmers market, and it was kind of well, no, that's a social event. But I said that I think even more people come around to the idea that a farmers market truly is an alternative to the grocery store and not just a place to go hang out.
And actually even safer because, we're socially distancing. People aren't handling the produce. We're giving it to people. We sanitize our hands in between. I handle produce, daughter handles cash, so there's no cross-contamination there. And there's no music, so people shop and then they head home. So there's not a lot of socializing like the way that it used to be. So it's business and people are in and out. So I think people are pleasantly surprised at how quick the turnaround is and how much better it is for them versus going to like a grocery store or a supermarket.
Yeah, and being outdoors and everything. Well, let's hope that once we're through this, that this carries on and that we'll keep supporting your farmers so that we can keep producing amazing local food. Again, if you want to learn more about Arzina and all of the amazing work she is doing in our local farming community, then check out Modern Homesteading magazine, link below the video. So, to be fair, I told him to go buy me some flowers because I wanted to get the shot on camera. Our little tour of our local farmers market. So once again, that is the Comox Valley Farmers Market. Such a fantastic model, I think, for farmers markets all over the place. So if you'd like to learn more, you can check them out at cvfm.ca. And just a quick reminder that, again, this month's issue of Modern Homesteading magazine is all about getting to know your local farmer, getting acquainted with your farmers market, supporting our local businesses, supporting local at this time, and eating local overall. So make sure to check that out. I will leave all the links below so you can check all that out. Otherwise, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And of course, as always, if you like this video and would like to see more, then make sure you hit like and subscribe below so you never miss an update from the house and homestead.
Cheers.
A happy anniversary, by the way. Love you.
Love you too.